Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Solo speaking, coming from Miss Larson's office. He is going to introduce Pierre the Penguin, written by Jean Marzollo. Pierre the Penguin. This is the true story of Pierre, a small penguin in a big museum. It is also about the people at the Californian Academy of Science who work together to help him through a hard time. Poor Pierre. Sorry, guys. Do a little bit of adjusting here. Down at the end of African Hall, past statues of animals big and small, there's an aquarium wide and tall with real life penguins, 20 in all. African penguins don't like ice. For them, a warmer place is nice. Here comes Pam with fish in her pail. The penguins are fed twice a day without fail. Pam enters the tank through the sky-painted wall. A hidden door there leads out to a hall. Some of the penguins look just the same. Wing bands help Pam call the birds by name. One day, aquatic biologist Pam observed the penguins, saw one in a jam. Gently, gently, she examined Pierre. His feathers were gone. His bottom was bare. Poor Pierre. Pierre was afraid to go for a swim. He'd get too cold if he dived right in. How can I help you? What can I do? Pam had ideas and tried the first two. She tried a heater and the vet prescribed pills, but nothing worked. Pierre shivered still. The other penguins grew afraid of Pierre. He looked so strange that he gave them a scare. They brayed at him and he shivered on shore. They made him feel worse than he felt before. One rainy day, biologist Pam came up with a new idea. Shazam! My dog wears a raincoat, she told the vet. Could Pierre wear a wetsuit? The vet said, Psh, you bet. Pam and a friend worked day and night to make a pattern that fit just right. Then a wetsuit was made of neoprene, the tiniest one that you've ever seen. Carefully, Pam put on Pierre a wetsuit a featherless penguin could wear. Standing on a rock in his new wetsuit, Pierre the penguin looked mighty cute. He felt nice and warm and he wanted to swim, so what did he do? He dived right in. Splash and whee! Now Pierre stood proud and tall and nobody braided him at all. Six weeks went by and then a surprise. Pam could hardly believe her eyes. Not only was Pierre no longer cold, he had new feathers. Observe and behold. Now warm in water, now warm on shore. Guess who didn't need his wetsuit anymore? Pierre made a nest for his new, very best friend, and their story goes on thanks to Pam. The end. Questions from kids with answers from Pam. Why is the hall called African Hall? Because it has African animals in it. Why did Pierre lose his feathers? African penguins molt or replace their feathers every year, but Pierre skipped molting for a few years, so his feathers became brittle and they just broke off. Why did they grow back? Well, the wetsuit kept Pierre warm enough so that he could put his energy into growing the new feathers. How old was Pierre when he lost his feathers? He was about 24 years old. Pierre hatched from his egg on February 16, 1983. Why does your dog have a raincoat? My dog came from warm Hawaii. Her raincoat helps her stay warm and dry in cool Northern California rain. What is a wetsuit? It's a tight-fitting rubber suit that helps people stay warm in the water. I wear a wetsuit when I go into the penguin tank. Why did Pierre need a wetsuit? To keep him warm and help him float while he swam. What is neoprene? A soft rubbery fabric used to make most wetsuits. Why are the penguins' wings bands different colors? The colors are different for each penguin when they are young. When they get older, they form pairs and I change the color of their bands. Penguin couples have matching colored wing bands. Why are the wing bands on different wings? Males have bands on their right wing and female have them on their left. What is an aquatic biologist? A biologist studies living things. An aquatic means water, hence aquarium. An aquatic biologist studies animals that live in the water. What other kinds of scientists are there? We have scientists who study all types of life, including botanists who study plants and entomologists who study insects. What does bray mean? It's the sound that donkeys make. African penguins bray when they are protecting their territory. Penguins also bray to identify each other. What does Shazam mean? It's an expression people say when something surprises them. Does the hidden door lead out to African Hall? No, it leads out to another hall that leads to my office. The wall and ceiling are painted like the sky. Are the rocks real? The rocks are made by people to look like rocks, found in Boulders Beach, South Africa. That's one of the places that African penguins live in the wild. Are penguins really birds? Yes. Birds are covered with feathers, have wings, and lay eggs. Penguins use their wings to swim. Sometimes their wings are called flippers. Can penguins fly? No. Penguins' wings are not long enough to lift them into the air. Can penguins eat while they swim? Yes. In the wild, African penguins catch and eat fish while in the ocean. Can penguins breathe underwater? No. Penguins have lungs just like people, so they must hold their breath while they swim underwater. How many kinds of penguins are there? There are 17 species or different kinds of penguins. Do other aquatic biologists know about Pierre? Yes. I shared Pierre's wetsuit pattern with other biologists. It is important to share information so that we can all learn from each other. Is it true that we can see the penguins online? Yeah! Just go to www.calaacademy.org/webcam/penguins. You'll be able to see what our penguins are doing right now. You might even see me or another biologist feed them. I'm going to zoom in case you want to look. There's the website. Hope you enjoyed, guys.